what rat reference should we make? Should we do Rat's Eyes by Black Flag? Rats. Rats. You ever listen to that song?
I don't think I have.
That's when Black Flag got into their jazz metal phase.
Yeah.
Right at the end of Black Flag. Or we could do Smashing Pumpkins. Despite all of our rage, we're still just a fucking rat in a cage. Either way, we'll pick one of those and edit or not. I have a tendency to say I'm going to edit things and then just leave them in. That's a fun thing we do. Welcome to the Final Picture Show podcast.
I've got, well, I know it's not a lot, but I tried so hard. All the time we spent, wonder where it went. Why must time move on? Why must we grow apart?
We are firmly now in the month of February, 1 month into 2026.
Hey, yeah.
And what a month January has proven to be. We are recording this 2 weeks in advance, so if sometime in the next 2 weeks we invade and have World War III declared on us because we invaded Greenland, sorry we didn't mention that on the show.
Right.
If that doesn't happen between now and the next 2 weeks, hey.
If things have gone better than
I predicted, honestly. Sometime in the next 2 weeks, I think shit's gonna get fucky. That's the sign of the apocalypse. Apparently, last time we were current on this show, we were invading Venezuela, and now as we are into the future, getting our episodes in the can, as they say, we are now possibly invading Greenland because Norway, a country that has nothing to do with them, didn't recognize his... I don't know. Anyway. The Ramblings of an Insane Man. The movie we're talking about tonight is also The Ramblings of an Insane Man. Yeah, this is a Ratpocalypse. It has other titles.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on which DVD cover you're being forced to look at, it sometimes is known as Ratpocalypse or Ratspocalypse.
Yeah.
Question mark. It also can go by the names of Rats or just regular old Rats, which there are several movies that have that title.
Oh, yeah.
So I can see why they didn't choose that one.
One I used to watch when I was a teenager called Rats with a Z, which is a weird kids movie, I guess, or like a teen kids. I don't know. It was weird.
Interesting. Deep cut.
Yeah.
Other titles here are Higher Mission. We'll get to that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's the title it goes by under Casper Van Dien's Wikipedia. If you look this movie up, you will not see Ratspocalypse. He goes by the Higher Mission title. And the last title that I saw written down on the internet that this movie goes by is Rats or Love Women.
What?
Ponder that for a moment. I have no idea, my friend.
Yeah, no, that does not make sense.
No idea. If you hear pages turning in the background, I'm sorry. I wrote down a lot more than I expected here. This is a movie that I thought I was going to write down like maybe one or two notes. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages here.
Oh, maybe.
Oh boy,
some of my questions. Well, maybe.
Yeah. You're going to walk away with far more questions than answers, my friend. Far more questions than answers.
My main question is, what the hell did I watch?
Well, we'll get to that. So
we will get to that.
There's a lot to say here. So let's just get into the background and the director and the cast and whatnot.
I need to know who's responsible for this.
Well, it's one guy who's responsible for most of this.
Okay.
It is a man by the name of Vladimir he's a Russian, so excuse me on my pronunciation. Vladimir Ulechkin? Not entirely sure of the pronunciation of that last name. Is Uglichin. There is not a whole lot of information about him. I was able to find one website that was actually one website that actually let me go to it. A lot of websites that they led to dead ends.
Oh,
but the one website I was able to find that had a little bit more information about him, because I didn't know fuck all about him. And if you click on him on IMDb, if you click on him on IMDb or look it up in Wikipedia, you pretty much only find this. So you have a lot of questions, not unlike Tommy Wiseau, where you're like, who the fuck is this guy? Where did he get this money for this movie? Because he is the director, writer. He also did the music. He also is the producer.
Oh.
Heavily involved.
Yeah.
So on IMDb, it doesn't have any other credits listed. He actually has other credits. These are the movies that he credits himself as writing and directing. I have no idea how to find these movies, what Russian website you have to go to get them, but here we go. One of them is Crown of Thorns, Love, Follies, and Unknown Land. Those are the three that I could really find about him. Now, he is not the only producer here, and so he gets his money from being an architect in Russia, as well as other places. But he was also a teacher. He went to filmmaking school. He was a very kind of a man of many trades.
Yeah. He
is also as you can probably tell from watching the movie, he's kind of a staunch Christian.
Oh.
And we'll get into that staunch thing here in a minute, because that seems a little iffy on some of the things that happen in this movie.
I was about to say, that raises questions too.
A lot of things online point to him being a Christian, and this movie being like a Christian satire on politicians.
Oh, that was so
I have
subtextual.
that is, yes. I was like, that is generous as fuck. That's like I'm an award-winning writer. Like, that is generous. Like, you are stretching the truth there. Yeah. So a lot of things point to him being a Christian architect turned filmmaker. He also has a YouTube channel as of 2 months ago, which is mostly him conducting like orchestras and composing orchestras, which he also does a lot of besides just filmmaking. On his website, quote unquote, he says that he had invented a new genre of film. And that's what this film is an example of. He says that this movie, all of his movies for that matter, are an example of this new genre of film. Would you like to hear this new genre of film that he said he invented here in roughly the middle 2000s?
I can't wait.
Philosophical comedies.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
That's what he said he invented.
Oh, boy.
This guy reminds me of the dude that did Rollerblade, going way back to an episode we talked about, where it's like the guy on that was like, the director was like, yeah, I invented rollerblades. It's like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Why make up something so easily proved? Like, you didn't invent philosophical comedy. So, to that point, wow. I wrote down a few here. These are mostly TV shows and or comedians who have done stand-up, as well as just a couple of movies that came to my mind. So, Being There, the movie with Peter Sellers, that's a philosophical comedy. Yeah. Crimes and Misdemeanors, as well as most Woody Allen movies, if you want to talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah, right.
Being John Malkovich, I Heart Huckabees. Every single Coen Brothers movie ever.
Yep.
Truman Show, Slacker, Waking Life, anything Bill Hicks ever touched. Yep. Barbie for a more recent one. Yeah. Well as Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job. Anything they're involved. Eric Andre, anything he was involved with. Most of Fred Armisen's body of work. Yep. I can keep going.
Well, I mean, I don't think you can really have comedy without
George Carlin. So that takes us back to like the 50s. Steve Martin.
I mean, yeah, like I just don't think comedy exists without philosophy. I mean,
no, totally. Like,
it's kind of linked.
Like, there's like a whole but like we can get into like bathos and all of that, like the the whole idea of how comedy worked in ancient Greece. But like, comedy and philosophy are not that far apart. I think a lot of different philosophers would say like a lot of the deep thinkers of our times have been comedians, taking those questions that like bother us as thinkers and making that into a joke that we could like kind of deconstruct those thoughts into. That's a really like nuanced thing to be able to do. And I'm not talking about like Jerry Seinfeld, like what's the deal with peanuts? You know, those are like really stupid questions. I'm dealing with more of like some of the more, like if you listen to Bill Hicks, if you've never listened to Bill Hicks, so this is your first time you've ever heard the word Bill and Hicks together, your mind immediately might be like, oh, he's probably talking about like, you know, Southern comedian, something like that.
Oh,
no.
yeah. Well, he kind of technically, but not
in that same vein. No, Bill Hicks is one of the greatest. Yeah. Bill Hicks is one of the greatest comedians of all time, and so much of his stand-up is rooted in philosophy. And he kind of has this way of speaking where he'll start a question and then kind of do like a wraparound and come back to that question with new information from the like bit he just gave, and then that spirals into another question. The way he does it is fucking brilliant. Like any one of his stand-up specials is amazing, and Dennis Leary rips him the fuck off. So yeah. So this guy saying that he invented philosophical comedies is complete mumbo jumbo bullshit. But hey, more power to you, my friend. More power to you. We all got to get a paycheck somehow, and I'm glad you have found your hustle. Actually, originally, before I found his website where he lists all of these movies, my only note about him was based off of IMDb, and I wrote, the only thing he's ever made. Thank God. Apparently, I was wrong. He has blessed us with more, but we got to pay to find those things at least.
Oh, okay.
You know, maybe he's listening to this and he'll send them my way. Who knows?
Ooh, hey.
Who knows? Let's get into the cast, because that's the director, the writer, and the composer of this travesty.
Oh.
Cast here. Oh, man. Well, we've mentioned it a couple times that we were going to start a Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And, today we are starting that Hall of Fame because Casper Van Dien, we have talked about him now 3 times, and this will be the final time, at least as of 2026, his final post-apocalyptic movie. I went all the way through his IMDb page. There is one other movie he is in, and we'll save that one for a little bonus little review later on. Kind of post-apocalyptic, but you know, anime mumbo jumbo. We'll get into that. So what are we going to deem this award that we're going to give Casper Van Dien as we retire him and say, goodbye, sweet prince? I can think of no better award to give him to celebrate the wasteland than to give him a nice good can of Dinky D dog food from Mad Max.
Yes.
That is the award he has given as we say goodbye to Casper Van Dien. What did you think of Casper Van Dien in this movie? We talked about him last week with Starship Troopers. We talked about him forever ago with Omega Code. Honestly, probably not going to talk about him very much after this.
He's such a, God, how do you, like, non-threatening, you know, like middle of the road, innocuous. You're going to get a performance. It may not be that great, but it won't be that bad, you know?
Yeah, he is the best part of this movie, but that's not saying much.
Oh, yeah.
That's not saying much. God damn. Yeah, so I love me some Casper Van Dien. He was great in Starship Troopers. He's great in a lot of movies, but his career is full of... He's basically maybe like the next Eric Roberts, that kind of actor where he just shows up in whatever. If you have money, I will be there.
Yeah, I think that's what mainly he suffers from in my memory of him with is the projects he's in. Like, I think he suffers from that. And
yeah, like he's in some good things here and there scattered throughout. Like he was in Wednesday, the Netflix show most recently. That's like his most recent credit.
Wait, was
he was in a couple. Yeah, he was in a couple episodes of Wednesday.
Man,
he was also in a couple episodes of some other TV shows. I've never watched it. I can't say I've ever watched Wednesday, but I know he was in it. I watched
the first season, but
okay. See, I didn't watch any of it.
Yeah.
So I know he's in it, so he's in something like he's in like big budget things like that. But then he's also, and this is why I was saying kind of like Eric Roberts, because Eric Roberts, same way. He'll be like in a big budget Christopher Nolan movie. And then he'll also be like in whatever, oh, you want me to be a talking cactus? Sure.
Yep.
Whatever. I can be a talking Christian cactus with a sombrero that gives directions to Christ. I just made a better movie. There you go.
I'm watching that movie.
You gotta think of a name for it. Yeah, probably make it as racist as shit.
Oh, I was gonna say it almost has to be.
Oh God, we sent it to Eric Roberts, Casper Van Dien, Dean Cain, Kevin Sorbo. One of them's bound to say yes. Like one of them.
Probably all of them.
Behind the scenes for those listening, only me and Travis have ever known this. So we've never mentioned it on the show, but we almost got Kevin Sorbo on this show. Think about that for a second. Think about that. Whenever you're like, oh, these people, they're probably speaking to nobody. We almost got Kevin Sorbo for free. You didn't have to pay. You just
That
wanted to talk about a film. I didn't want to give him a platform. He seemed like a bad person. Not gonna lie.
Well, and also, boy, what a clash that would have been.
Oh God, that would have been weird as shit. I don't even know how that conversation would have gone. Like, I would have talked to him off mic and been like, "How was Hercules?" Like, everything would have been Hercules. That's all I would want to talk to him about.
I want to talk about.
Everything else would be like, I don't give a shit of what you've done the last 30 years.
Like, don't talk about anything except Hercules. Like, let's
not talk about anything. No politics. Not your most recent movie that you wrote, directed, and starred in. I know that you're here to talk about. I don't care. That's where the whole like clash of like capitalism versus like, you know, art. Whereas it's like, I don't want to help you sell your shit.
No.
You know, whatever. Anyway, we may edit all that out. Who knows? Next up, Victoria Summers. So she is one of the sex workers in the movie, of which there are two. They barely have names, but they're in the movie. Paulina is her. She's been in other things. She was in one of the Transformers movies. Don't ask me which one. She was also in Saving Mr. Banks.
Oh, and, I've never actually seen that one.
I haven't either. And then another movie that one day we will talk about is Zombie Diaries, which has the bold proclamation on the DVD. I own the DVD. On the back of the DVD, it says "Better than 28 Days Later." Which is a fucking bold proclamation. It is not. It's not anywhere close to being better than 28 Days Later.
There's no way.
Exactly.
No way Zombie Diaries is better than 28 Days Later.
Another one of the sex workers that is one of the main stars of the movie is Linda Bella. And she...
a French lady.
Yes, she is a French lady. She has been in a lot of things.
The French.
The French. With a fine champagne. She was in Dracula Reborn. She's actually in a lot of the same movies Victoria Summer is in. So I don't know. Maybe they have this. I'm guessing they have the same agent. I don't know.
That makes sense.
Interesting thing about Linda Bella is she was actually an uncredited role in Tropic Thunder, where she plays John Voight's date.
Yeah, I actually did see that because so I need to go and check that out because see if I recognize her. But
look for John Voight disappointing his daughter. And then shortly around there you'll find her apparently. Yep. Next up is Lydia Korthaka. I'm not sure on the last name pronunciation. Yeah. We will talk about her again. She has been in several things. She was a couple episodes of Shameless, the U.S. version, which is fine, but it went on for too long.
I haven't watched a single episode of that.
Shameless is a good watch. Like the first few seasons are really strong. Yeah, that's where the dude from The Bear... And that's where he started at.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, also the dude from Gotham, who's the Joker on Gotham, the same thing. He goes back to there.
Okay.
It's a good show for like a couple seasons, and then it kind of goes downhill. It's one of those shows that like went on for like 10, 11 seasons, whatever, and it's way too many seasons. By the time it gets to the end of it, you're kind of like weeds. You're just like, what the fuck were we doing originally here?
Exactly.
Like, what happened here? Like, I forgot the story to begin with.
Yeah, right. And that's one thing that I think the Brits do a lot better than us, especially when we take a show from them.
Yes.
We just,
like The Office?
I mean, like The Office. Like, it doesn't just have an ending. It's not a story. It's it's a career. It's a,
Yeah, it just goes on for too long.
The only shows I can think of that the Brits do that with, like talking about, taking shows from them, like, is like their more nonfiction shows, like their panel shows or their chat shows or something like that. Like the game shows, those are the things that they keep doing, there's no story. So
that's fair. Yeah.
And we
so she would also
shows with stories like that. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. She would also show up in Future World, which is a future review for us. That is a Mad Max ripoff, written and directed and starring James Franco.
Oh,
yeah. It's conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Next up is another actress that we've actually talked about twice now, and another possible Dinky D nominee one day. Catherine Oxenberg. She was in Omega Code, and this is the second time we've talked about her, and she was, for a long time, Miss Casper Van Dien. She was his wife, and they were in a lot of things together. They were in Omega Code together. They've had kids together. Apparently, they're very friendly, according to the internet, so that's nice.
Oh, okay. Well,
Good for them. Good for them. Good for them. Next up is John Vodka. He's the last guy that we're going to talk about. He plays the Russian dude, Lydia, that they go and visit.
Oh,
that all the sex workers start sleeping with. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
The actor's name is John Vodka. He has been in 3 roles that are interesting to me. One, he was in a couple episodes of Stranger Things. There's a recent one. He was in 1 episode of a web series by JonTron. There's a dated reference.
Oh. And also one of those shaky subjects.
Yeah, Mr. JonTron himself. A good career until he decided to give his opinion on a lot of random
nationalism.
Shit. He just maybe shut the fuck up. This is why people need publicists to be like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, the thing you're about to say, don't. I need one of those.
Last thing that John Vodka was in, he was Victor in Grand Theft Auto 5. So there you go.
Oh. Okay.
Next up to talk about is not a cast member. That's it for the cast, but we got to talk about some producers and some of the people who actually brought us this movie. Why?
Yes,
because there's not really a whole lot else to talk about. So, producer is a man by the name of Gray Fredrickson, who died in 2022. He's mostly a collaborator with Francis Ford Coppola. Producing Godfather 1, 2, and 3, as well as Apocalypse Now and The Outsiders.
What?
All of those Coppola movies. Yep, he was one of the producers for all of those. Yeah,
wow.
Which is why, like, when you see this movie, the DVD cover of it, it says, like, from Oscar-winning producer. It's like, yes, technically.
Wow.
Technically.
Now or something
he gave them a couple. We'll talk about the budget here in a minute. Mr. Fredrickson also produced UHF, so there's some Weird Al there.
Awesome.
As well as the Rodney Dangerfield movie Ladybugs, which has aged horribly.
Oh, did it?
yeah, just a movie about dressing up your stepson as a girl to infiltrate
compete. Or to help
competitive, to help infiltrate a competitive girls' soccer team to impress your boss at your job. And the unfortunate story there. That the main actor in that, the kid, he ended up killing himself.
Yeah, what was his name? Brandon something.
Something. I'm gonna have to look it up later. He was in a bunch of things. He was in so many things in the 90s.
Jonathan Brandis, wasn't that right?
Jonathan Brandis, yes. They made a documentary about him that's really sad. It goes into like his whole backstory and like what led up to his death. Like it's really, really, really sad.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's in Ladybugs. That movie. Yeah. I loved that movie as a kid. It used to show up on HBO all the time.
Yep, I remember thinking it was fun as a kid. Then as I got older, I was like, this is a problem.
It's just a little cross-dressing. Nothing wrong with that,
Nothing wrong with that. But everything else, however.
Everything else? Issues in the movie. Especially when you're forcing children to cross-dress. That's where the issue gets a little...
Forced is probably not great.
So, online, I did read a review for this movie that highlighted that they really liked the makeup and the visual effects.
Okay, if I have to give it something,
I mean, yeah, if we're grading on a scale, yeah, sure.
I mean,
so here's the people who brought us the makeup and the visual effects because they're interesting to talk about at the very least. We have Tony Marlowe, who did the makeup for Fear of the Walking Dead, as well as Killers of the Flower Moon. So some Martin Scorsese stuff there as well.
Mm-hmm.
One of her frequent collaborators and a collaborator here when it came to doing the makeup for the rats as the humans turned into rats was Sharon Tabb, who's had 33 years of experience doing a lot of the same titles I just mentioned, as well as the Hulu show Reservation Dogs, which is a really good show. I like that show.
I need to watch that.
That's a good one. You would like it quite a bit. It's one of those ones that, you would love the soundtrack more than anything. It's got some killer 90s punk and indie rock stuff in it.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's basically about these like kids growing up on a reservation, hence Reservation Dogs. And it's just, it has a lot of like references to indie movies like Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, so on and so forth. Yeah. It's a very funny show. My wife liked it quite a bit as well.
Yeah.
So the effects were brought to us by two guys. One of them is Bob Trevino, who would be responsible for Alita Battle Angel. There's the movie that we'll see Casper Van Dien in one more time. Yeah. He plays a minor role in that movie. Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, Shanghai Noon, Righteous Gemstones, Zombieland. Awesome. The list goes on and on and on.
Oh, okay.
So Bob Trevino has done the special effects on a lot of things. So if you comment on the special effects are not being bad, you're commenting on his work.
If I got to say anything about the movie, I got to say I didn't hate the effects. I thought those are pretty...
The effects are the best part.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the effects are the best part. Grading on a scale, as we said. Other guy who was doing the effects here is a man of many, many talents, a hyphenated person, to say the least. He is Tomas Sanchez, and he is a writer, actor, director, stunt coordinator, stunt star, craft services, special effects, producer, second unit director. Dude does a lot of shit. Gets that paycheck, so to say.
Hey, here's an idea. Here's my idea for a superhero I just came up with. The hyphen. He just keeps doing like he's constantly doing stuff, you know. He's like, "Oh no, I'll take care of that. I'll get that. Let me get that." Like he's just constantly like, "Oh hey, who do I talk to about this? Oh, that's me too." You know, like the hyphen.
Gosh, let's get into the background of this movie, which has a lot of hyphens. Mm-hmm. So this is the second Russian movie we've ever talked about on this show.
Oh, what a
first one! Yes, the first one was Russian Symphony, a wonderful little art movie.
Yeah, which I really enjoyed. And
right. Following that up now with this thing, which there you go.
I like it. It's probably a very Russian thing, going for something really good and then going for something really bad. I'm going to say.
Well, so speaking of it being Russian, we get to the next thing to talk about, which is that if you look on anything online, this movie was filmed in Oklahoma.
What?
And you can distinctly tell that several times.
Yeah,
like at the end of the movie when they're watching the billboard that's clearly the Thunderdome. You can tell it if you that's where the Oklahoma City Thunder play. You can tell if you look behind them, you can see the blue and the orange. Also, like in spite of it taking place in Russia, the background actors, there's like 4 or 5 guys who either like no one told them to take off their cowboy hats and said like no one in Russia is wearing cowboy hats, or my preferred way, somebody told them and they just were like, if I take off my hat, I ain't in the movie.
Yeah.
And so they were like,
my hat when you pry it.
And then the runner had to go tell the director, Billy Bob says if he takes off his hat, he's not doing it. Oh, fuck. Okay, let him have the hat. Like, because this movie's supposed to be Russia, so we say, but like everything online says it was filmed in fucking Oklahoma. So the most Oklahoma looking Russia I've ever seen before.
I was about to say this didn't look at all Russian. I just kind of took it for granted. I was like, okay, I guess it's supposed to be Russian.
We go through so many different sets. Like this movie, like the other Christian movie we've talked about, Left Behind, that entire series, we just bounce from like producer's house to producer's house to producer's house to producer's house. Same thing here. We just jump from like, well, this is clearly a producer's house. This is also clearly a producer's house. This is someone's home that you let them borrow. Like,
and there were so many times where I was like, I think, are we just, instead of being in a different building, are we just in a different room in this house? Because
probably
that's how I felt. Because I'm like, every time they would go back to a different room, I'd be like, are they in the same house? I genuinely kind of got confused.
Oh,
so that was
dude,
like
more than likely. The budget here was $3 million. I cannot for the life of you tell me or you how much money this movie made. I would guess not much.
There's no way it made anywhere close to that.
I would really not think so. Really not think that it would make anywhere near that, honestly.
Even as, like, you know, we talked about, oh God, now I've already lost it. The movie with Mark Hamill and...
Slipstream.
Slipstream. Oh, boy. Of all the things to slip. Anyway, from my memory. But that one is a movie desperate for a cult following. This one, it'll never happen. It can't happen. So there's no way there's like a, you know, a dedicated following online. This is one of those things like a Tubi movie where you're just like,
pretty much
this?
Pretty much everyone that reviews this movie kind of says like it's almost so bad it's good movie / is a so bad it's good movie at times. Like, you could have a fun time watching this. I had a fun time watching it.
I think you could. Oh, I should have watched it with somebody.
Especially if you know, like, the director is like, he thinks this is like philosophy. It's like, okay.
Oh, see, if I'd have thought of that, if I'd have been aware of that, that would have changed how I watched it.
Yeah, so that part made it kind of fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the background. There's not really a whole lot. Like I said, the movie is kind of a empty void online, which is probably one of the reasons why it hasn't found that, like, The Room, Birdemic, so bad it's good, like, strong cult following, like the Miami Connection. It's because there's not, other than Casper Van Dien and his wife, there's not really a whole lot to, like, go into. It's like, there's them. The director has barely done anything else. That you can't find any of his shit online other than maybe if you go to, like, some sketchy Russian websites. Like, there's not really a whole lot to, like, so there's just really not a whole lot. It's even different than Rollerblade, where you could go into, like, Ronald G. Jackson and Scott Shaw and, like, get into, like, all of their movies because they continue to make movie after movie after movie. This guy hasn't really done that. He kind of did this, which is only really notable because it has Casper Van Dien, which is the reason that we're talking about it. Honestly,
I can't imagine we'd watch it for any other reason than that.
Oh no, I mean, I love me some Casper Van Dien. He's one of my not one of my favorite actors, but he's an actor that anytime he's in I'm never like, oh fuck, Casper Van Dien. I'm always like, oh, Casper Van Dien, nice to see you.
Yeah, that's a familiar face.
Here's a familiar face. So this movie came out on September 21st, 2015 to Russia. That was the only place it came out on. Did not have an American release date. So on that day, September 21st, 2015, which we are now a decade past, yeah, right, crazy. Here is what was going on in the world. The Pope had just met with Castro, and same time the United States had removed restrictions on Cuba.
Oh.
The VW emissions scandal had just kind of started getting bigger, which I was a big part of because I owned a VW.
Yeah.
It was part of the class action lawsuit at the time because they sent me an email and I was like, sure, I'll join.
Yeah, right.
I didn't buy my car because of the emissions, but it sucks that y'all lied about that.
Yeah, right?
Yep. The number one movie in America when this movie came out was Black Mass. Johnny Depp movie. Black Mass.
I've never seen it.
I have seen it. It is okay.
Oh,
it's a biopic about like this mobster dude. His story is really interesting. Whitey Bulger. That whole thing is way more interesting than the movie is. I would just say, like, watch the documentary that the movie's based off of, and that documentary is way more interesting than the movie is.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. Number 2 was Maze Runner, a movie that we'll talk about one day on this show whenever we get into our teen apocalypse movies, because there are a lot of teen apocalypse movies.
There are.
Yeah. All the Hunger Games, all the there's a bunch.
Now, I guess those do count as post-apocalypse.
Yeah, I mean they are.
Yeah, they are.
Technically,
They are specifically. Yeah.
Number 10 in the world at this time was Straight Outta Compton.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Still never seen it.
It's a pretty good movie. Another like biopic, like we just talked about Black Mass. Pretty good. I've only watched it one time. I watched it at a hotel when I was in Hot Springs, Arkansas, for a conference.
Oh,
and it was on the hotel, so I watched it, and there you go. It was on VH1, I think, something like that. I'm not sure. It was on TV.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Number 16 was the last time that I really saw a good Marvel movie in theaters. That was Ant-Man.
Oh, okay, yeah, Ant-Man I liked because
Ant-Man
it was
came out this time.
New and different.
It's very different. Very different.
Oh yeah, and also, I mean, what's his name? Michael, help me out with his last name. Oh, boy.
I know who you're talking about. I do not remember his last name.
Douglas.
Michael Douglas. Yes, Michael Douglas.
I'm a big Michael Douglas fan. So
see, I love Paul Rudd and pretty much anything Paul Rudd's in.
Yes.
I'm a big Paul Rudd fan. I will watch any movie Paul Rudd is in. I will watch. I loved Ant-Man. I thought he was really fun in that movie. I did not like the sequel. I thought the second Ant-Man was terrible.
I don't know if I've ever
the first
fully
one is
watched
pretty
it.
good. It's pretty bad. You would remember it. You would distinctly remember it if you'd seen it. There are some parts that are so bad they're good almost.
I remember making it to a certain point and then just like I don't know if I just had something to do or I just had to walk away from it and I just never went back.
Never came back. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with the new Fantastic Four movie though, so I don't know. I'm not good with superheroes anymore.
I haven't watched that either. Yeah. The songs that were popular on September 21st, 2015 are interesting bunch here. We got Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd. Never really got into him.
No, I never really did.
Yeah, I remember like his first 3 EPs came out and people online made a big deal about it. This is back when I was still like reading Pitchfork and like getting into like indie music and like stuff, and he was like a big deal. So I bought all of them. And I like tried to get into his stuff and it just did not do it for me. Other stuff was the top UK song at the time was "What Do You Mean" by Justin Bieber. Yep. Biggest dance song. Neither have I. The biggest dance song was "How Deep Is Your Love" by Calvin Harris.
Oh, I think I do know that one.
Yeah, that's one that I think I've heard the remix version of it more than I've probably heard the original.
That's probably what I've heard.
Next up was "See Ya Again" by Wiz Khalifa. That was the top hip hop song.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, that was, I think, Paul Walker.
Paul Walker, yeah.
Yeah, Paul Walker after he died.
If only there was a rapper that was in that movie series that may have known Paul Walker, that worked with him, but that would be a ludicrous idea.
That'd be ludicrous, yeah. Yes, indeed. Big indie rock alternative song at the time was Cold War Kids with the song "First." Not a song that I really know very well. I do love the Cold War Kids. I love their first album. Robbers and Cowards is a good first album from them.
Ooh. See, I haven't heard much of them, but I do like what I've heard. So
yeah, their first album has some really good stuff, and then their second album was a little bit of a struggle for me. I haven't returned to it since it came out that year. And then I kind of departed and never really got back into them. My wife has a couple other songs that she really likes of theirs that are from other albums, but other than those songs, I couldn't tell you anything about the albums.
Yeah.
And the other big alternative song at the time was "Dreams" by Beck.
Oh, I have not listened to
everyone's favorite Scientologist.
Oh, I didn't know that. How did I not know that?
It is.
I don't know. I just think of him as that guy with the annoying sound making, in his songs.
Indeed. Well, just like Beck, in the time of chimpanzees, we too were monkeys.
Yep.
And we are going to monkey on out of here and come back in just a minute and talk to you guys about the plot of Ratpocalypse. See you in a second.
I'm Orson Welles. I direct films and act in them. was trying for, of course, is perfection. In a film, that's only a hope. But with
Final Picture Show podcast.
you can rely on it. Perfection.
Next week, we couldn't get enough rats for 1 week. Next week, we're going to talk about more rats, Travis. Believe it or not, there is another movie set in the post-apocalypse that specifically deals with rats.
Oh.
This is Rats Night of Terror. And this is brought to us by the director Bruno Mattei, who, of course, directed Strike Commando, Robo War, Women's Prison Massacre, as well as many, 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 many other movies. And the writer Claudio Fragoso, who is also the guy who wrote and directed Troll 2.
Ooh.
So I think we're firmly in good, bad movie company next week as we continue our February tradition of looking at the worst of the wasteland.
I think this is going to be quite enjoyable.
Yeah. So y'all come back next week for more rats. Oops, all rats.
Ooh, I love it.
Well, all right, you ready to go?
I'm ready. Oops, all rats is so fucking
Oops,
good.
all rats. All right, well, so we start with the movie with our big CGI scene, which includes Casper Van Dien swimming in CGI water.
Yeah.
And then being overtaken by CGI rats.
Which
And he awakes from his dreams, and there's most of the budget, I'm guessing.
And also the start of all of my questions.
Oh God, yes. There's so many questions. So yeah, the immediate question we come out of the movie is like, out of the dream at least, is who the fuck are the superiors?
Right? Like,
Because he comes out of this dream and he's like, the superiors are telling me. And it's like minutes into the movie until someone is like, who the fuck are you talking about? Oh God, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Casper Van.
It never made sense to me.
Nothing in this movie makes. This movie is like The Swarm in that, like, it brings up subplots and then they just fall off the face of the fucking world.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that doesn't matter anymore. Fuck it, whatever. So Casper Van Dien is a senator, and honestly, in 2026, him being a senator is not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, right?
It's really not. Just wait. 2026, all of a sudden, we might be Russian Senator Casper Van Dien. So there you go.
Could very well be.
Yeah, so he's a senator, and he's been appointed by the president, who we meet later on in the movie, who's like a weird ripoff Barack Obama.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of subplots, his wife, Catherine Oxenberg, she wants to have sex with him, and he doesn't want to, which brings me to my first, like, big point of this movie, is if this movie is supposed to be a Christian movie, there's a lot of sexual shit in this movie that you do not see in a lot of other Christian movies.
And also, one, yes, but also, this is the only time a like sanctified Christian like sex scene could have been viable. Like, they're married. It's okay.
They are
for
married
them to have sex.
Yes, and he's not into it at all. She's like, okay, well, since we're up, we might as well, fool around. And she starts immediately going to unbutton his pajamas, and he's like, no, I'm not into it. And she's just like, okay, whatever. Just continues to be like, well, give me that dick, bitch. Like,
Right?
Or free use in this family. Like, just and he has to like literally like get her off of him, which is also not the last time Casper Van Dien will be sexually assaulted in this movie. Lord.
That's a shame.
Just the first time, yeah. And then also, like, she has this briefcase full of money. This subplot goes nowhere.
There's just a Secret Service agent looking dude that comes up to the door and is like, here's your briefcase full of money, I guess,
Yeah.
And he's like, give it back. And it's like, give it back to who? And
yes,
also,
give it back to who? How do you give back that much money?
I don't think anybody has ever been able to be like, well, I need to logistically figure out how to give money back to, bribe money. I mean, like, bribe money, if you try to give it back, I'm pretty sure they will out you as taking bribes. So
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. So try to make sense of any of that, because after all of that, then we get the credits.
That's right.
And we've talked about this before on the show. This is my pet peeve. Like the font style of the credits, fucking awful.
Oh yeah,
absolutely terrible. Like the font style on the DVD cover is way better than whatever the fuck this is, and the way it like disappears is just so fucking shitty. It looks like something someone did on PowerPoint. Like it is really cringy. It's up there with Birdemic in terms of like just really bad font style in a movie, which just immediately tells anyone watching it that like just don't put the fucking credits in there. Then if that's how bad you're going to do them, just put them at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
I'll accept a black screen with white text of people's names. That's fine.
Right.
This way is just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. This is where we find out we're in Russia, and damn, it looks a lot like Oklahoma.
Yeah, really.
Lord have mercy. So his wife doesn't, Catherine Oxenberg, she doesn't want Casper Van Dien to give his speech to what is supposed to be a bunch of people. And if you listen to the movie ADR, it sounds like a bunch of people. Yeah. But every time it cuts to them, it's like, 16, 18 people?
Yeah, it's a small group.
It's a small group. It's like a good luncheon that he's talking to. And he's giving this speech where he's supposed to be speaking on the behalf of the president, and instead he decides to go against the wishes of his wife and probably his own fucking good judgment.
Yeah.
And give a speech where he's basically says, like, if everyone that's greedy and if you don't repent, everyone that's greedy and bad in the world, if you don't repent, you're going to turn into rats.
They're going to turn you into rats.
And he's no better than you, but he's been told by the superior, who is now singular, that it's God to do this. So I don't know how we went from superiors to superior within like 4 minutes, but somehow we did that. Don't know how that happened.
It's
no idea.
And why?
I literally wrote that down. I was like, is it superiors or superior? Because there's a big fucking difference.
There is a huge difference.
So that speech did not go as well as Heath planned, surprisingly. Telling a bunch of people that your imaginary friends told you everyone's going to turn into rats did not bode over well for you. And his wife also apparently storms out and immediately cancels all of his credit cards, which that's
just totally writes him off. Like, she really does that quick. He's got nothing now.
He has literally nothing. He tries to get to the airport, and this is where we find more characters in the movie, where he immediately finds out like he can't get on an airplane because he has no credit card, and so he has no access to an airplane. And these two sex workers overhear him and immediately take a liking to him, and they become central characters for the rest of the fucking movie.
Yeah. And I don't know if I'm wrong or not, but they had pretty bad wigs, right?
That's God, yeah. And their accents fade constantly.
Oh,
they can't decide if they're like modern American, if she's French, if she's supposed to be Russian. Like nobody has a steady accent in this movie.
Not at all.
Nobody. Not a single person.
None of that. Which is the one thing I wrote it accent coaching.
Yeah, they couldn't afford it on this thing. So they take Casper Van Dien back to their house because he's effectively homeless in Russia, apparently. Yeah. That's where we are, don't you know? You can't tell with all the cowboy hats? Maybe I'm wrong. See, if anyone's listening in Russia, you can let us know. Like, do y'all just wear cowboy hats all day?
Yeah, really? Is that
apparently that's a thing you see in the background of this movie. And so rather than like hooking up with them, which is what you think he's going to do, which happens later, he like shows them magic, which impresses them, but also frustrates them because they're like, "Where's my fucking wealthy spoons at?"
Right. Oh my God.
Then the TV comes on to inform us that he's a wanted man, where this is where they learn that like he's worth money, where we get more subplots because we needed those. We then cut to a man, one of the Russian senators, who has now become a rat,
Yeah.
And this is where I was like, oh yeah, this movie wants us to believe it's philosophical. So, I went with my best Kafka here. And,
Yep. I thought
Franz
of Kafka, too.
the only thing I could think of with Franz Kafka to make the connection is he burned most of his work.
Oh.
The writer of this should have taken notes.
Amazing.
Sometimes you just gotta let that. Sometimes you just gotta let that idea go away.
Yeah. No, I didn't
just
know.
Let that dream die. Oh yeah, he burned most of his stuff. Yeah, he burned a lot of what he wrote. All we have left of Kafka is what he didn't burn.
Interesting.
Yeah, he hated most of what he wrote.
Wow.
The guy here who did this movie, I feel like also. Dude, I wish I could be this. So I wish I could be either A, this wealthy to be just this stupid with money, or be this insanely hard-headed with my ideas and them being executed to completion. So I don't know how else. Just blind confidence in yourself to do something that you clearly cannot fucking do.
Be so uncritical of yourself, like, oh yeah.
Like, just never have that moment in the bathroom where you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, yeah, I'm a talentless piece of shit. Apparently, that doesn't happen to these people because he just pushed on all the way through because this is philosophical comedy, don't you know? Up there with the dinner with Andre.
Oh, God.
So we get more subplots involving plastic surgeons that show up to try to help the humans that have turned into rats. And then the only part of the movie that made me laugh that actually was a philosophical comedy was the cat that attacked the rat dude.
That was awesome.
That was the only part of the movie that got a chuckle out of me. Like, I was watching it and I was like, why do they keep going to this cat? Why do they keep cutting to this fucking cat? What is this ever going to be paid off? And then finally the cat attacks the rat. And you're like, okay. It paid it off.
Yeah,
maybe the only subplot that's paid off.
That's the cat scene is the only subplot payoff.
I think so.
Amazing.
So, when we get to the end of this movie, by the time we get to the end, so like everyone listening to this that hasn't watched it doesn't know what we get. But when we get to the end, you're going to be like, "Wait, that's how it ends?" Yes, that's how it ends. So. So far, our questions are, who the fuck are these superior or superiors? Why rats?
Yeah.
Why certain people? Like, why do these girls feel the inclination to help him?
Yeah.
He's, oh God, so many questions. So,
he
eventually is turned in by one of the girls.
Yeah.
And this leads to him being held hostage, which leads to more people fleeing the city. We cut back and forth as things are getting real ratty in here.
Yeah.
Is this the only were-rat movie ever made? Maybe. I don't know.
I wonder.
We'll have to look that up.
Yeah, that's worth looking up.
Lycanthrope with rats.
If this is it, something needs to be done. Like, we can't leave it with just this.
So after Casper is held hostage, some really dumb shit happens. Is literally all I could write down. Yeah. The scene where the three girls are outside talking about the millions that she's expected to get for turning him in and then didn't get.
Yeah.
Is maybe one of the worst scenes of any movie I've ever seen, ever. Like, that is up there with The Room, Birdemic, with, like, just peak level bad acting that just continues to go on. What about my millions? Well, I don't know. And like, nobody gave them a line read or told them like, hey, let's do another take of that. Yeah. No, that's all we're going with. Cool.
Yeah, I can't imagine that was scripted much, you know?
Oh, I have no idea. So Casper Van Dien gets out of being held hostage by giving the hostage holder a swirly, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, that was.
Of all the ways he escaped. Just... fucking give him a swirly. So there are many rats, and now they're all after Casper so they're really killing the messenger here. Like, why did they want him? He says that God or the superior told him to tell people this, but he is not causing it.
Earlier in there, like when they're first saying that he's wanted, they call him some kind of hypnotist or something.
Yes. Which, if that was a subplot, other than him like knowing a little magic tricks here and there,
yeah,
I don't know how he's a fucking hypnotist.
That made zero. I was like, wait, and then they just continue, and I'm like, what? They're not going to explain why they're calling him a hypnotist? Like, you can't hypnotize someone into turning into another creature. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, you can't hypnotize lycanthrope.
I mean, maybe you can do a thing like a Nicolas Cage thing, like make them think there are,
maybe,
but that's not going to make them go fur in a tail. So
exactly. So the girls tell Casper that the world has gone ratty as we see more Soviets turning into rats. And then on the way to the embassy, one of the girls like grabs a rat out of the car and just bites the head off of it, which serves no fucking purpose. I have no idea why the fuck she did that.
No.
And then on the way to the embassy, they also stop because he sees like rats being attacked by humans and they're getting shot at, and he's like, no, this is unacceptable. So he like intervenes and tells them like, no, these are
they're people.
They're not rats, they're people.
And then
Stupid.
I guess they turn into rats?
Then they turn into rats, yeah.
Okay.
And then we cut to Barack Obama, I guess. He's the president is now giving a speech.
Dude, that speech, I was just like, it hurt. It physically hurt me.
I thought we had seen the worst fictional sci-fi movie president.
No,
we have not. This guy so far is in the running for worst sci-fi movie president ever.
Definitely. Oh my god.
Definitely up there. He's up there with the president from post-apocalyptic Shark Commando, which is the president's in the movie for like a second. He gives like half a speech and gets killed.
I forgot I lucked out and didn't watch that one.
Yeah, you didn't have to watch that one. Yeah. So the rats are sinners and the politicians are sinners. So that's, I guess, the philosophy here is that like politicians suck. Which, like, if you're going with if that's your philosophy that like all politicians are evil, welcome to the what the fuck do you want to like a medal? Like that's some low level philosophy shit there, bro. So
low level.
It's not even a philosophy. That's just like a fact.
Yeah, that's just noticing shit. That's like, huh. Oh yeah, like that's it. And the way that he's doing his speech, like these rats, politicians, and I was like, what the fuck? And he keeps doing that. It's so unnatural.
Oh, they're really wanting you to make sure you understand that this is supposed to be a satire. You know, this is supposed to be high brow, bro.
There is no subtext, only text, and the subtext will be above the text. Like
yeah. So I did write down that the Dodge Caravan that they're driving in the whole movie is maybe in the running for the worst post-apocalyptic car vehicle thing ever. It's all like rusted and the paint is fading. It looks like where you'd go if you want to buy some fentanyl. Like it looks like a nice place to score that. But otherwise, like, and then we just go to different producers' homes as we just they go around and meet more people because this movie needed more people in it.
Yeah.
This is a $3 million movie, and it has a cast of over 100 people in it. That's a lot of fucking people. You do not need anywhere near that many people.
No.
So yeah, this is where they go to like Elia's house, where he's like a wealthy dude, and the sex workers get really into him.
Well, I think he's the brother of the first politician dude that starts turning into a rat. So like,
yeah. He's up there in the Russian senator's ship, Yeah. And surprisingly, he is not a rat. He is, however, loaded, which leads to more subplots.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's going to end up hooking up with one of the sex workers.
Yeah.
Who I guess has tattooed tribal boobs.
I feel like those were stuck on or something. Like,
I don't know. Yeah, like so there's
airbrushed.
There is nudity in this movie, which is weird for a Christian movie. If that's what this is supposed to be. Yeah, all of a sudden the girls are just like, all right, let's get him out. Let's start having sex here. These people have waited this long.
I was so
And yeah, one of the girls, the one that ate the rat earlier and turned him in earlier, has tribal like tattoos all over her breasts, and it is very prominent and noticeable in the movie. I think they might be real because she has another tribal tattoo on her back, which was very like clearly not like a fake tattoo.
Oh, was it not? I thought it was.
I think she might just have those tattoos.
Oh, well,
I don't know. And then the other sex worker really starts tempting Casper. They don't look good, but they also, I don't know.
Well, they looked fake as shit.
They do look really fake. Yeah, so the sex workers start basically tempting Casper, and everyone starts hooking up with everybody.
Well, because the way that Casper gets into her bed is just like, hey, I'm scared. Can I sleep with you? It's like, how old is this guy supposed to be? Like, how old is this character? And then he just lays down at the foot of the bed like a dog or something. Like,
he's like, I'm not married anymore.
It's so weird, and it's like, like of all the things, like this is a Christian movie, like.
Yeah. If you didn't know, there's a divorce clause which says if your partner gives a speech about rats, you get an opt-out divorce immediatly. No signing paperwork or lawyers needed.
Immediate annulment.
Immediate annulment. He mentioned rats. Huh. All right, then.
All right, we're done here.
It's actually, that triggers the rat clause of your contract. Who'd have thought? So yeah, the music of this movie by a guy who like prides himself on being like a musician, a composer, which is what his background predominantly is, other than architecture. Mm-hmm. The music is really boring. It sounds like 90 Day Fiance, like reality TV music stuff. Like it's uneventful.
I didn't
unnoticeable.
Time. Yeah,
you don't notice it at all. So the other like. Casper is hooking up with the other girl, and this is where we have more nudity. And not only do we have nudity, we get damn near full frontal nudity.
Damn near.
Which is like, once again, this is supposed to be a Christian movie. And what kind of Christian movie has full frontal nudity?
Yeah, right? Like, it's tonally, this movie makes zero sense. I was already lost. Then that happened, and I was like, wait, what? The hell is this?
Good Lord. So
I wasn't ready.
The girls, not ready for anything. The girls split when more subplots show up to the movie.
Well, because also, here's another thing. I guess she's going to, the other sex worker is going to blackmail the rich guy because she films it, but that goes nowhere.
She needs money, but they don't ever tell us, like, why she's so desperate for money.
Yeah.
Because she turned Casper in for millions, and then she didn't get any, and he's just like, hey, no harm, no foul. Like, come along.
Yeah.
You just fucking turned me... whatever.
I'd be like, I want you near me all the time.
Yeah. So then we get Obama, who shows up, and we learn that the rat problem is all around the United States, as well as
Russia.
Russia.
All the way from Oklahoma to Washington.
All the way from Oklahoma to Washington. Quite the distance, yes. The rats are everywhere. And this is where one of the girls gets captured, Paulina, and Casper Van Dien gets captured.
Yeah.
Well, so it happens in a very specific order. So she gets captured and then nearly sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
Casper Van Dien shows up literally out of nowhere. Then he almost gets sexually assaulted.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the army shows up out of nowhere.
And let me tell you, that scene where they're coming out of the helicopter, I don't know if you caught this. I had to back it up because I was like, did something just drop out of that guy's pocket or something? There was very much like they only had the ability to do one take, clearly, because he jumps out.
That helicopter was expensive.
Oh, it had to have been. Because the guy jumps out, like they're all jumping out, and one of the guys, like something falls out of his pocket or falls off his thing. I don't know what it was, but they just keep going. And I was like, this is the worst tactical team on the planet. Like, it's this is bad.
Yeah. So the United States shows up to save Casper Van Dien from being sexually assaulted because the person that kidnapped him was this Russian lady who was more subplots we skipped over, and she wants his seed.
Why did she
want
that?
I don't know why she wants his seed. I have no idea why she wants. She just looks at Casper Van Dien and she's like, the rat god chose you, huh? Give me your seed.
That, like, I guess it's because she feels like he's the one responsible. If she has his kid, then she could continue being responsible. I genuinely can't think of a motive.
I have no idea.
Grasping.
I have no idea.
Well, because earlier in the movie,
straws. It doesn't matter because literally this is the last scene she's in ever. She goes away after this. All the Russian people just vanish after this.
Oh God. Well, they, the visas ran out. I guess they.
They became rats. So he gets taken to the United States, where he gives his second speech of the film. Yeah. This one, the one where he basically goes on and on about Rat God. And how the rats are going to inherit the earth, and it's a rat earth, baby. Woo!
It's
which I thought we were supposed to be like the rats are the sinners, like they're the evil people. So like now the rats are like
now rats are good. Like rats the animals are good, but rats the parallel or rats the I don't know. The pejorative is still bad. Like there's two different things.
Perplexed. See, this is the philosophy part we're misunderstanding.
Oh, clearly.
So we're building. We got more subplots, and we got like 3 minutes left of movie.
Can't believe there's more.
They're going to offer him $3 billion to de-rat the world because he can apparently do that now.
I guess he can. I mean,
I have no idea. I don't think he can.
Like,
I don't believe he ever once was like, I can fix this. He's just the one that said it was going to happen.
Yeah. And they're just literally the messenger. Of it to him. Yeah.
Yes. Literally the messenger in this whole situation. So he's not interested in their money because he's interested in the rats, baby. So they give him 24 hours to talk to his rat god.
Yeah.
So you think like, okay, where are we going next?
Yeah, where?
Nowhere. Nowhere. He leaves this courthouse. He's shot by a random person.
Yep.
Credits.
Okay, it's even weirder than that. They take him out to an ambulance, and the girl is out there, and I guess it's implied that, like, what was her name? Paulina?
He's dead. Paulina, yeah, she unzips the gurney.
Yeah, she's like,
he's breathing.
I got a pulse or something. He's breathing, and they're like, he's not. Yeah, like the definitely trained and knows how to, like, they would just, of course they would let her keep doing that and just talk to her casually the way he was.
They don't take a single second or police seriously. They're just like, she's like, oh, I see him breathing. He's breathing. And they just go, no, he's not. He's dead.
No, he's dead.
Keep on going.
Like, we're the ones that are going to declare him dead. Like,
this movie is over. We have no money left. Get the fuck out of here.
Now, am I correct?
Anything else?
When she looks up in the sky,
it starts raining. Yeah.
Is it implied? Well, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Oh, you mean what she sees in the sky?
What she sees in the sky. Is it implied that, or was it clear that she is carrying his kid, basically? Is that what I was to understand?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck we're supposed to make of this. Oh no, it's a philosophical comedy. You can't read enough into it. If anything, we're underthinking this. We really need to. We probably need to just watch it again a couple of weeks later and really revisit this.
My God,
let it sink into us. Yeah.
Well, and then there's this like black cloud that looks like, I don't know, a bunch of starlings or something. Like, you know how they fly around. It looks like that coming down. I'm like, well, then it credits. And I'm like, well, what was that?
All those plot holes or all those subplots, all of it, just nope, done. We're done.
Nope. God, yeah, they're just like, fuck. We do not know how to write a movie. Let's just end this shit. Like,
so. Yeah. Final thoughts. I don't like. I'll go first. This is. I don't know. This is the worst movie I've ever seen. this is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It is bad in so many ways. Parts of it are really so bad they're good. Like, you could have a good laugh from this, but you really have to go into it in the right mind frame. I struggle to think of anything good here. Maybe, yeah, it is a hard watch. It was really, really bad movie. A very, very bad movie.
It's definitely in the top. Like, if I had a top list of bad movies that I just genuinely never want to see again, this is pretty high up there. Like, I mean, it's so confusing because, like, if you're gonna have any kind of exploitation of actresses in a movie, usually you kind of sprinkle it in, or you put it a lot earlier than like an hour into the movie. You know?
Yeah, we're basically
like,
at the end.
Basically at the end, like, what? That doesn't make sense if you're trying to have some kind of exploitation, like thrill for the watcher. You know, that kind of thing. That happens a lot earlier in most of those kind of movies, you know? And like, this movie defies all movie things, you know? Like, everything I identify as a movie, this defies most all of it.
This movie is like made by people who have never watched a movie before.
Yes. It's like they've had movies described to them like through Google Translate or something, you know, like 2 or 3 times. And they're like, oh, okay, I think I get it.
I get it now.
Yeah. There's, I mean, no, it's just one of those movies. Like, I don't think it's the worst I've ever seen.
No.
We've seen worse. We've talked about worse. But
yeah,
this is definitely like, I'm just so frustrated by, like, what even was this? I mean, what even happened? I don't even really know. Like,
an absolutely perplexing film. One of the more bizarre films that we've ever watched.
Absolutely. Well, like, if you're wanting to just watch a movie and be confused as shit,
yeah,
this is kind
the
of
one
it.
for you, baby.
Maybe that's the philosophy part. Like, it's
Maybe.
absurdism. There is no meaning. It's like, you know, it's nihilistic. Like, you're looking for meaning, but you're never gonna find it.
Never, baby, never.
Oh,
so we have come to the end.
Actually.
We have come to the end of the show. Oh no, you can't stop talking about rats.
Yeah, right.
Rats. Oops, all rats.
Oops,
next week
rats.
we'll be back to talk about more post-apocalyptic rats as we go do a little bit of a different place. Go from Russia to Italy, continuing our trend of talking about post-apocalyptic foreign movies.
Yeah.
Next episode, we will be on episode 89. Which means we are approaching episode 100, which would mean the start of season 3, which means new intro music and new everything else. So that'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
Got some ideas in mind. Thank you all for coming along. We will see you next week as we talk about another movie about rats, because it is a ratty month after all. See you then. Bye.
Take it easy.
Hot damn, college boy. Thank you so much for listening. Every single week we come back with a new movie about the end of the world, or a movie about the beginning of the end of the world, or what happens after the end of the world, or maybe one day we just decide to watch Showgirls. Who knows? Right? But every week we are coming back, and thank you so much for stopping in this week and listening to the whole episode and hearing our thoughts on whatever train wreck of a movie I chose to force my friend to watch this week. I'm a good person like that. And thank you for also being a good person. There you go. If you want to be a really, really fucking cool person, which you obviously are, why don't you give us a like, and actually, more importantly, give us a subscribe. I find that to be more important. I don't know if the algorithm says it is. I don't really give a shit. But thank you for your patronage either way, and clicking all the things and doing all the stuff. Bye. Thanks.